Hi, welcome to this segment of You'll Love Where We Take You. I'm Edie Bornstein, Vice President of Sales and Marketing for Azamara Club Cruises. Today I'm taking you there from Punta del Este, Uruguay, just one of 187 ports in over 60 countries around the world that Azamara Club Cruises takes you to. Come cruise with us. Bon voyage! This amazing itinerary takes us for 10 nights on a samba and tango tour, beginning in Rio and ending in Buenos Aires. I'm here with our destination expert, Claudius Dosical. Hi, Claudius.
Hello, Edie.
Tell us, what is there to see and do in fabulous Rio?
Well, first I'd like to say that this 10-night itinerary is a wonderful way to escape the winter in the north by visiting some of the most beautiful resorts and cities in South America, and it's conveniently located by easy flights from many US gateways. But in Rio de Janeiro, I would highly recommend that guests arrive at least one night early to see the many sights, from the beautiful beaches, the boutiques, the Christ the Redeemer statue, the rainforest, and of course the sugar loaf.
It's a great, great place. And then we move on for our first stop, which includes a late night stay in Parchi, Brazil. Tell us a little bit about Parchi.
Parchi is one of my favorite ports on the entire itinerary. Actually, they all are. But Parchi is particularly a wonderful juxtaposition to Rio de Janeiro, because Parchi is a 17th century Portuguese colonial city, beautifully preserved, set stunningly on a wonderful bay with a backdrop to the Atlantic rainforest, and just a great place to stroll and explore the boutiques, shops, cafes, restaurants.
Well, it's actually the city they used where the New Moon films, where the couple consummate their relationship. So beautiful scenery even on film. The next stop takes us on another late night stay to Ilhabela, Brazil. What is there to see and do there?
Ilhabela is the weekend getaway for the people from Sao Paulo, and it's a Brazilian resort island just off the mainland. In fact, when you're in Ilhabela, you can see the main island right across. And one of my favorite activities there is to take part on the zipline run.
Fun. Then we have two fabulous spa days at sea before we end up in Punta del Este, Uruguay. Now, I just got back from that, what is called the Saint-Tropez of South America. What do you like to see and do in Punta del Este?
Since we will be spending 1.5 days there, I would highly recommend that you take a short morning trip out to Seawolf Island and see some of the thousands of seals there. It's a wonderful activity, and it also leaves you plenty of time to enjoy the casino at night, the many restaurants in San Ignacio, the shopping at La Barra, and of course the beautiful beaches, including Gorriti Island.
Not to mention eating some chivito, if that's how you say it.
Yeah, those are the famous sandwiches in Uruguay, and I highly recommend that you try one of those.
And then from Punta del Este, we continue on into Uruguay, going to Montevideo, fabulous city. What would you suggest our guests see and do in Montevideo?
I would say there are a couple of things I would recommend. Right off the terminal, when you come out there, there's a wonderful local market, and they sell not only souvenirs, but they make some great steaks for lunch, and they're cooked right in front of you. And my other favorite thing to do there is to visit one of the wineries. The wines in Uruguay are becoming as famous as the ones in Argentina, and hopefully you will get to try one at one of the wineries.
And then we end up with 3 days in beautiful, beautiful Buenos Aires, often called the Paris of South America. What do you like to see and do in Buenos Aires? I know I love to shop along the Recoleta, but what about you?
There, one of the highlights, I think, on this stay with the 2 nights would be definitely the day trip by airplane to Iguazu Falls. It's one, as you know, Edie, it's one of the greatest sites to visit in the world, and highly, highly recommended.
Well, right in Buenos Aires happens to have a restaurant by one of my favorite chefs, Francis Malman. It's called Patagonia Sur, and when I was just in Punta del Este, I sampled his food there as well, where he has another restaurant, but his food is absolutely delicious. So I would say an insider tip for our guests would be to try to have lunch or dinner at Patagonia Sur.
And fortunately, we'll be there for 2 full nights in Buenos Aires, so you can try many more of these restaurants for lunch and for dinner, and of course, as Edie mentioned, the great shopping.
Well, when you have a key brand differentiator of destination immersion, at Azamara